Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. All right, today we're going to be continuing issue 5 here with stage 12, and 12 has a bunch of hoses and belts and things of that nature, so make sure you have your tweezers ready. But we've got our parts, we've got our magazine. Let's get to it. So here are the parts that we get with this issue. We've got a screw, we've got several pieces for the fan pulley and the fan itself. We've got a couple of belts here, some cooling pipes, and a number of hoses, 70, 80, 90, and 100 millimeter, and a couple of black ones. All right, we're going to begin by building the fan pulley and attaching it in the fan to the engine. You begin with this piece here, and then you just slide this one over just like that, and finish it off with this final pulley piece just like that. And that is going to slide on right there, just like so. And we add the fan to it, and we attach it all with one EP screw. Alright, there it is, nice and tight. Pulley and fan actually turn a little bit if you leave it loose enough, but without jiggling. And we are ready to move on. You're going to want to take one of these belts, and we're going to attach the generator to the camshaft and the fan. Now if you take a look, you'll see there are two gaps for belts. You're going to want to use the rear gap on both pulleys for this, and slide the belt in just like that. I'm going to start on the fan side. I don't want to put any pressure on those blades if I can avoid it. There we go. Short, sweet, and simple. And then we'll do the same to attach the power steering pulley to the front gap in those. There we go. Power steering pulley and generator pulleys now have their belts attached. Now we're going to move on to some of the harder stuff. We're going to start by taking one of the 90 millimeter cables. And we're going to attach it to this spark plug right there. I would highly recommend using tweezers to avoid putting any undue pressure on. Let me fix the dipstick here. Make sure that your spark plugs are fully seated before you do this. Okay. Oof. There we go. Nice and neat. I'm going to slide this into the high pressure pipe here. bring it down. We're going to feed it through the cable channel right there. And we're going to attach it to one of the distributor cap plugs right in there. There we go. Does seem a little lengthy. Maybe we'll cut it down to size at a later date. Now we continue that with these. This one will get an 80mm cable, and these two will both get a 70mm cable. Alright, there you have it, one side complete. Like I said, those cables do seem overly lengthy. Not sure how I'm going to handle that at the moment. Perhaps folding them up in here. Maybe I will cut them a little bit later. The cables do seem a little too long though. Alright, well, that said, we move on to the other side. And for the other side, it is the exact same deal, except this gets the 100mm cable, whereas this is the 90, and both of these are 80mm cables. Alright, there we go. These ones still look a little lengthy. A lot of these cables seem to be a little too long. But all in all though, not too bad. And I actually kind of like the metallic shiny blue on these cables here. Maybe I'll leave it. Looks almost futuristic. Moving on, we're going to take the short black cable. We're going to attach it to the post inside there. It's really hard to see. There is a post right in there, right there, on the engine block. I'm going to take this black cable here. We're going to attach it right in there as best we can. It looks like about as good as it's going to go. And we're going to fold this cable underneath here, and it comes on down this way, but it doesn't actually connect to anything just yet, so that one's going to be hanging loose for the moment. Next up, we're going to take the other two 70mm cables and we're going to attach them to these two posts here and bring them up to these posts here on the generator. Now we got these cables in here, looking quite nice, though a little concerned. Down here they seem to want to pop off, and once again they do seem a little bit long. I don't know, maybe I'll do something about that. Maybe I'll just leave it, I'm not sure. But we can move on now to the next stage. Be attaching the cooling pipes. We're going to take this one here. This has the posts. Oh, this one here. This one has the posts on both ends. And you can notice there's like a little tab on this end, and it goes in the top here, and you can see a little slot in the back of the hole. Kind of hard to see. We're just going to slot right in there, just like that. Don't have to screw it in or anything. The other cooling pipe is going to come down here and go onto that. It's going to go right in that hole there. Okay, make sure it's avoiding the belt. It can come out front a little bit there. And there's only one step left. What we're going to do is take the very long black cord that we've got. We're going to attach it right there. Alright, now the instructions actually have it, weaving around and coming back this way and somehow staying on its own, but that's not going to happen until we have something to attach it to. But I'm sure that'll come in later issues. But there you have it. That is this issue complete. Well, that is stage 12, and just as I feared, lots of hoses, lots of cables, though I gotta admit, this went a lot smoother than it did when I was building the DeLorean. But we're not done yet. We still have a couple of loose pipes here, and we are clearly not quite done with the engine. So looking forward to seeing what comes next, and if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.